Hello and welcome to Baking on a Budget. Now this time what we've got is an absolutely fantastic cheese, onion and potato pie. It's going to be absolutely delicious. It's very simple to make. I have everything that we need to make it over here, and I'm going to run through this, tell you what the quantities are and how much this has cost. To begin with, I'm using 260 grams of plain flour, and that cost me 14 pence. I've got 65 grams of unsalted butter at 50 pence. We've got 65 grams of lard at 13 pence. We've got a pinch of salt, and we've got 3 tablespoons of cold water. For the filling, we have 350 grams of mature cheddar cheese, which is £2.77, and we have 350 grams of potato at 31 pence. We've got 2 onions at about 18 pence, and we're going to use a teaspoon at least of black pepper at 4 pence. If we add all of that up, it comes to £4.07, and we're going to get 8 really delicious slices out of this pie, making them 50 pence each. So the first thing to do is make the pastry, and I'm going to use the food processor for that, so let's get to it. Okay, so first of all we want the flour in there. As I say, this is 260 grams of plain flour, and I just want to get it in there without spilling it all over the bench, if I can. That's reasonable. And to that we're just going to have a pinch of salt, and then we will add the fats. So that's the butter and the lard, 65 grams of each, into the processor, and we'll just give that a good blitzing. That looks reasonable. Right, now I want some cold water to put in there. Right, I'm going to put the water in whilst it's spinning, just so it distributes a little bit better. So it'll be a bit noisy, but... And that's it there. Excellent for making pastry. You can do it by hand, obviously. If you don't have a food processor, just rub the fats in until you get the breadcrumb sort of mix, and that would work just as well. Okay, that pastry is looking really nice. I'm going to put it in the fridge because it is quite warm today here. So this is going to go into the fridge for at least half an hour. I may leave it in there a little longer. We'll see how it goes. Okay, and for the filling, first thing I want to do is just chop these onions. That one looks a bit bad. Right, we won't use that one. I'm sure I have another somewhere. But we'll chop these up first. Yes, I have another one here, and that is looking better. Okay, that's all the onion, looking good. Now, let's get this on the hob. Okay, now I've just got a little bit of oil in the pan here, and over a really low heat. I just want to soften these onions really. So we shall get them in there. And I'll just leave that for a few minutes until, as I say, they start to soften a bit. In the meantime, potato. And with the potato, it's just a matter of peeling and dicing them. We want to obviously boil these down and mash them, so I'm just going to cut them into small cubes, speed the process up a little. And with the potatoes peeled, again, as I say, I'll just make them into smallish cubes, and that'll just make them allow them to boil down a little bit quicker. That will do. So I'm going to pop them in this pan. It seems like a lot here. This is going to be a very deep filled pie, I think. And I've got a kettle of boiled water, which I'll put over them. And then really we just want to get this on the hob and let it boil. Okay, so we've got our potatoes on. Our onions are beginning to soften. Just give them another minute or two, and we'll come back when those potatoes are just about ready. Okay, and as I say, what I've got here is 350 grams of mature cheddar cheese and the grater, and what I'm going to do is just grate that cheese down and get it in the bowl, and this is going to be one delicious pie. Okay, the potatoes have softened. I'm just going to strain the water off. There it goes. and we want to get them back in the pan and get them mashed down. I've been making a fruit loaf as well. I do like these fruit loaves. Recipe on the channel for that. I should put a link in the description, shouldn't I? Anyhow, we're going to mash this potato up. I don't mind it a little bit coarse myself, but you could continue going with the masher and get it nice and smooth. I think one thing you don't want to do is put any cream or butter in there, because that's going to make it very sloppy. It's going to get a little bit sloppy once the cheese starts to melt. And with butter or cream in there as well, I think that would be a step too far. So I'm just having it like this, back over to the bench. Okay, I think I neglected to put the camera on there, but essentially what I've got is we've got the grated cheese, I put the onions in there, then I've put some black pepper in, and now I've put the still warm mashed potato in there. And the mashed potato obviously will melt, or begin to melt, the cheese. So we just want to keep turning this until we get everything nicely combined. Again, you can continue doing this, stirring it, until it all sort of comes together. Now, as I say, I don't mind it a little bit more coarse, you know, if there's still some strands of cheese in there and still some little pieces of the potato. I really don't mind it like that. So we've got, that'll do me, that would do me there. I'm going to give it another round of pepper, and I'll just stir that in. And now, very important, we want this to cool entirely. So I'm going to leave this somewhere near an open door, I think, because it is very warm in here. And we'll just let that entirely cool. And once it has cooled, we'll get on with the next step, which is making the pastry for this. Okay, got my pastry out of the fridge, nice and chilled. And what I'm going to do is just cut that more or less in half. That's it there. And we want to make a piece for the bottom of the pie first. So we'll get some flour on this board. I'll just get that into a sort of a round. There we go. Looking good. And now we have a rolling pin, a little bit more flour on top, a bit of flour on the pin, and we will roll this out. And again, I'm going to make the pie on this plate, so we need the pastry to be just a little bit bigger than that. I'll tell you what size that is. That is actually 9.5-inch plate. So we need a little bit more on the pastry to cover that. And we'll see how that's looking. I think we'll get that. Okay, now I've greased the plate with a little lard, and we're going to see if we can get this onto it. Yes, that's looking good. Right, press that down into the bottom of the plate, into the sides. Looking good. And again, I'll set this aside. If we can, we might get another small pie or pasty out of this. We'll see. But what we want is a bit more flour on the board. And again, same thing. This one is for the lid, so it does actually want to be a little bit bigger because it probably will dome somewhat. So we have our dish, our plate. We have our filling, which has entirely cooled at this point. And what we want to do is just get that in here. That is looking delicious. I'll get another spoonful here. There probably is enough for a small pasty there, which I will do once I've done this. Right, that's going to be one deep filled pie. Look at that. Fantastic. Now we want a little bit of egg wash around the edges here. And then we can take the top and just place that over it. Now I'm just going to firm that down with my fingers, or my thumbs rather. Very good. And then we'll trim it again. Yes, I'm saying we've probably got enough pastry there with that other piece to do just a small pasty or something like that. Just not to waste it, you know. Right, now I'm just going to crimp this up. I've got the oven on in the background. This is 170 degrees centigrade. This will go in the oven for, and it will sit in there for, I don't know, 25, 30 minutes, just until it is nice golden brown on top. Okay, looking good. And last, we just want a few vent holes in there. That will do it. Right, as I say, that's going in the oven at 170 degrees, and it's going to stay in there for about 20, 25 minutes, something like that. Okay, there we have one absolutely delicious looking cheese, onion and potato pie. Now that's fresh out of the oven. It's red hot. I'm going to let it cool down a little bit, and then we're going to cut into it and take a taste. Okay, let me show you what we've got here. This is one absolutely gorgeous looking and smelling cheese, onion and potato pie. It's still quite warm out of the oven, but we're going to take a taste regardless. Can be served warm or cold, this. Either way, I'm sure it'll be very good. That's marvellous. There's a lot of cheese in there and beautiful taste. Let's get another piece off. There it is. And yet again, a very simple recipe to make. Comes together in no time at all, and well worth it. We get about 8 servings from a pie like that, and that makes each serving, this piece of pie, 50p, which again is very reasonable. You could serve it hot or cold. You could serve it cold with a little salad on the side, or maybe something like that, some mayonnaise, or heat it up, some chips, beans, whatever. Very versatile, you see. See, I'll have this for lunch probably throughout the week. I've also made a cheesecake today. Had quite a baking day actually, but a slice of this and a piece of cheesecake midday for me, that will do me fine, you know. I do like this shortcrust pastry with half butter, half lard. You can't make it with all butter. You could use a vegetable shortening, many different things you could put in it, but I've got to say I do like the lard. So if you've enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up. And if you would like to see more videos like this in the future, making very simple dishes and always very inexpensive and always absolutely delicious, then please do consider subscribing to the channel. I've been asked quite a lot to do more biscuit recipes, which I do intend to do. We will definitely do some ginger nuts fairly soon, and I think the rich tea sounds good as well. So ginger nut biscuits, rich tea biscuits and many other recipes to come. I thank you very much for watching.